How we do. My mentor Dean, I had this female named Kia. She was breaking to come to me on her recalls, and I was brand new. And they said, Dean and Gary said, well, don't call her till the day of the trial. You know she's going to come. It worked, but it kind of bothered me. How come I'm not a good enough trainer to teach her to wait? Yeah, I'm going to call you. You have to wait. And it worked, but I always felt like I was giving in to her a little bit, saying, I'm still going to call you. That's why somebody in ring sports said, Schutzhund's easy because it's a routine. Like, it's hard because it's a routine. I'd like to say, oh, great, the stand's coming first, then the foos, then your sits second, then your plots is third. That'd be great, because after the group, they know a sit's coming. The key is don't anticipate. So some people say, I never do routine till the day of the trial. I'm kind of the opposite. I do a lot of routine, because they quickly learn a sit's coming. I teach you not to anticipate the routine. I'm going to call you out of the blind sometimes, even though you know it's coming. You can't do an early call out of the blind or help her get something. So it's something to think about. I'm not saying do that. It's just something to think about afterwards, after your trial. Right turn pressure. So if I feel my dog lagging, tick, tick, I make a right turn pressure. I come back, we do it again. Push, they start lagging. Tick, push, now they're in perfect position. I'm still going to say my sit or my I might reward that too, for being in position. But right turn pressure is something we do for anticipation of behaviors. I don't know if you guys saw his dog do that.
Mm-hmm.
In the bloods.
Yeah, and I kind of felt him like getting a little, losing him a little bit. So that's why I'm like, I better start rewarding him some to kind of keep him.
You know, he's with you. The dog likes you, and he likes the ball. That really helps. We do something called backtie a lot. I've been lazier on it lately because my dogs are more trained, but I backtie 6 days a week. I put them on a backtie on the harness, and I build toy drive. Misses. Barking makes movement. We say sit, help her step in, help her step back, so my dog learns. So a lot of my obedience in protection comes on the backtie without a helper involved. So I can show you things that we do without a helper.
Good, because
So
we don't have one.
Yeah, so you want, like tomorrow, instead of, I would like to go over backtie play. That's something I did on one of your workshops. Remember that? People really like that. Because I show what a helper does. But you don't need a helper. Now, you're obviously going to need a helper for the fine-tuned finishing. On all my back transports are taught without a helper. My back transport, my 6 blinds, my capping, fought on, they're barking at me. Sit. Go ahead, sit. Help her step back. And they have to remain a sit. So they're already getting used to me talking. We do this in our club a lot. So when they out the sleeve, out sits, unless it's a young dog, then we build drive, out sits. And we actually tell the helper get the sleeve. The helper grabs it, helper step back. So they're already getting used to you talking to the helper means nothing about coming in drive, and it's getting them ready for the helper step out of the blind. So they understand the word helper means I'm directing it at you. So helper always means like Mark, look at that guy.
And if you have a dog with super high temperament, I once had a female, didn't have a helper, and I got a 3 on her. Just I use that pillow in the tree, like to teach all the grip, and the blinds, everything.
You can do so much without a helper. But you have to be aware.
It's hard.
When you are giving bites, you're rewarding good grips or bad grips.
Right.
So it's something also to be. So I'll show you how we do it where you can't really mess it up.
Okay.
Because that's very important. So we use a certain pillow that I did bring.
That you didn't bring?
I did.
Oh, awesome.
I brought it. This is how we do a lot of the young dogs on it.
So we were going to do, you have a little puppy. How old's your puppy?
Oh,
6 months? So there's a little puppy still to do, and then how many females? Do you have?
We did them already.
All of them? And then I guess cane up for protection, so that he's done when Roland, then it doesn't matter.
We got to let him rest for another 30 minutes.
Yeah, so then we'll start down the list again for protection, if that's
Show me what
okay?
he does.
Okay. He follows me around.
And then for protection,
months, you said, right?
here.